AC is. It's beautiful out today. It dropped like 20 degrees last night, or 30 even. Right now it is 78.5 degrees exactly. Yeah, let me strap into the cockpit. Let's see what's what over here. Let's see, megabittage. Holy cow, we're pulling 13.4 megabits. Isn't that lovely? They did a good job of seeding the atmosphere today. Still the lines up there, and then the clouds develop right afterwards. Amazing. Did it? All right. Someone remind me to talk about the opening of the MATRIX, because you can't say that word out loud on YT. But, however, I think it's apropos. Let me say hello to a few people. Let me thank Maria for the 10 Bananaramas for gas straight out the gate. I do appreciate that. I just stuck 10 in. No, 10. I stuck 20 in, and let's see. Gas was, what did I pay? $4.49, which wasn't too bad. Locally. It's still freaking horrible, but it wasn't too bad. Let me say hello to a few people before we get going. What do we got? 69 people. Janice, Mary, Venus, Tom, Maria, Kyle, Dutch Brothers. I got me some coffee going. Didn't get the Dutch Brothers, but I made my own. What up? We got a buffalo up there. Phil, Val Marie, Jim Wolf, Cindy, and 90, Sony, Eve. I want to get everyone before we get going. Storms are coming. Wow. I mean, yeah, they're messing with the environment. I don't know why they think that's going to be a good thing. Angie, Double Eagle. Yeah, that is kind of a cool shot. I dig it. Now I'd rather have clear skies. Yes, I'm at the Gold Coast. I was going to pull to the top, but I was like, let me frame out over here. Plus, I got to see a man about a horse, if you know what I'm saying. Ken, what's going on? Lee, Marie Belle, Lee Ann. All right, 77 people. So you know the deal. It is time. I got the air conditioning blowing in here because the car was kind of hot. But I could turn it down a hair. Let's see. Let me turn it down at RCH. Because I do have one of the vents blowing directly on the phone. That way it doesn't overheat. And if you noticed, I almost shaved my head. I gave it a good buzz today, so I'm cooler in general. That little layer of hair on the top of my head makes me hot. That's how susceptible I am. But again, it went up to 78.6. So, driving chat, I got a plan. We're going to be on a mission. We're going to hit some traffic, but we are on a mission. We're going somewhere to do something and see some things, hopefully, fingers crossed. And as always, I'll do my best to keep on top of the chat activities without wrapping myself around a telephone pole, because that would suck for everyone involved, including the telephone pole. Let me drink some of this coffee here. What is my range? My range is currently 212 miles we can go. I don't think we're going that far. And let's get out of the Gold Coast here. And while I'm backing out of the Gold Coast, goodbye, Gold Coast. Automatic lights engaged. I'm going to invite people who are not already subscribed to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all this stuff. And if you want to hear about what I really think, or the things that you really think, or the things we should be talking about, go join me at heybrorfredrik.com, where we are raw and freaking uncensored. We don't have to listen to anyone's BS. We're not gonna get de-moneyed. You can't say the other things. I gotta call it de-moneyed. D-Money, that's my rap name. And we talk about the things that actually matter, the things that you can't that how would I say, our corporate overlords don't like us talking about. I'm going to do, matter of fact, we're going to do a stream tomorrow, and I'm going to let loose with some stuff that's going to make people's heads explode. Hate to do it to you, but someone's got to do it. Let me let these people go. See, this is why keeping in shape is so important. I mean, the poor guy's got so many different health conditions going on, as does his wife. I feel bad for those people, but, you know, health is a choice. And don't forget, I got all links in the description and all that other stuff. And of course, Super Chat while I'm live is the grease that keeps my vehicle rolling. All right, let's book down this way. Should we go straight? No, I'm gonna give it the full experience. Looks like we got great connection today. Shout out Lakeland, Florida. Health is wealth, indeed. And people, I think people know that. I think people overall know that they should be taking care of the health, but I think it's just the ultimate form of procrastination that people are just like, yeah, but right after this Twinkie, right after this Papa John's, right after this whatever. And that time never comes. And I think, you know, as you hit a certain age, I think a lot of people, you could tell by their age, they're just like, F it. What am I going to do now? I know my doctor says I should exercise more, but I did walk from the parking lot over to the slot machine. So, you know, I got some exercise in. It's never too late. I mean, yes, you can wreck your body to the point where it's going to be a long path to recovery, and you might even do more damage. You know, you might have a freaking heart attack, you know, if you start jogging or whatever. Yes, you might blow out a knee if you start doing squats when you're in that type of condition, but start nonetheless, you know? You know, especially guys. Guys, you know, have egos. Oh, I gotta lift as much as this guy. I gotta do what this guy. No, you don't. Who freaking cares? You know, people aren't in the gym to judge you, or do it at home. Get some of them rubber bands and do your thing. Just something. Just something. You know, it's never too late. It's never too late to get your body right. It is never too late to get your mind right. And it is never too late to get your money right. Just in general, it's just never too late. But the longer you wait, the harder the journey. I will suffix with that. The longer you wait, the harder the journey is going to be. I guess it's been circulating around for a couple months now. There's a woman. She's out of shape, you know, big woman. She was wheeling her baby, and she stumbled. Boom. And the baby carriage, because she was on an inclined driveway, was rolling out to the street. Literally, her baby was in a carriage rolling out to the street. And ultimately, some guy, some good Samaritan, saved the baby from being, you know, going out into a busy street like this and getting crushed. And she fell like 3 or 4 times. And I'm not making light of her situation. I'm not making fun of her. I'm not making fun of anyone who's in poor shape. But she could not protect her own child because of the decision making that she had. You know, one more bag of Doritos, one more this, one more that. Tomorrow I'll start. I'm in good shape, you know. Look at me, I swim 5. Swimming's bullshit. Oh, it's the only thing that does all. Yeah, I mean, if you're that out of shape, yeah, starting a pool, just swimming and doing your resistance training and stuff like that, yeah, okay. I get it, but as a whole, unless you're freaking Michael Phelps, swimming ain't doing shit for you. Yeah, I said it. You know, okay, I spend an hour in the pool every day, but she fell down and she could not get up. She could not get up under her own power. She tried once, stumbled again, because again, it was downhill. Gravity took hold of her body and would not let her get to her feet to save her own child. And that was a frightening situation. So just in those terms, and you do want to be around for your loved ones, right? You know, quit freaking snoozing on your health. Tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is here. Tomorrow's here. So just freaking do it. Watch what you put in your body. And I think the times that we live in, because the economy is just like tanking and ranking, I think most people are gonna be put on a freaking forced diet soon. You know, the restaurants are closing hand over fist. McDonald's is like, oh shit, we boiled a frog. You know, we done screwed up. Maybe we shouldn't be charging $14 for a Big Mac. Even they're hurting because people aren't shopping. I went shopping again on Saturday a little bit. On Saturday in the store, I went to Walmart to pick up a couple of things that it was under $35, so I couldn't have it shipped for free. So I went in, F it, and I had to do 2 returns. Store was empty. Frickin' Walmart on a Saturday afternoon was empty. People are hurting. I get it. Being frugal is gonna be a way of life. You know, like when a parent said, "Hey, the refrigerator's not a TV." You know, that type of stuff. That's gonna be the norm. Hey, shut off the lights when you're not in the room. Start letting that be the norm. And take all that glorious money that you're freaking pissing away on Uber Eats and poison corporate freaking, I don't even know if you can call it food. Something. You know, designed to trick your mind into thinking it tastes good. Let's do this. Stick it in a freaking Roth IRA. Stick it in your 401k. Stick it in a traditional IRA. Stick it somewhere where it's going to freaking compound and do some good for you. I did a calculation. Remember I told you the other day? I mean, I'm guilty of doing foolish shit. I'm not the freaking expert on everything, you know? I know a lot of stuff, but, you know, hey, doing it and saying it's 2 different things. So I spent almost 6 years in a storage facility that went from $75 to $415 in the course of 5 years. Oh, but I got a month free. Yippee-ki-yay. I did the math on that shit, and I spent almost $16,000. $16,000 on a storage facility. And all I keep doing is sticking more shit in there. I never needed anything that was in the storage facility. You know, and that's a whole another drama, but that I'm working out. But that's the thing, $16,000 on a freaking storage facility. What level of stupid was I when I did that? You know, and kept doing it, and just freaking sending them that money, and sending them that money, and sending them that money, month after month after month after month after month. And as of this next week, I'll be out. Well, the week after, I'll be out of there. Maybe I'll find some stuff I'm actually going to use. The rest is going up on eBay and Goodwill. If I haven't touched it in freaking 5 years, I know I got a cool blender in there. But point being, that's $16,000. Even if I did this, even if I took that 400, I mean, it made a huge jump after the shutdown. It went from like 90 to 250 during the shutdown. And they were like, yeah, you don't like it? Get your shit out of here. You know, we don't need you. Okay, because that was the big jump. And then it's been incremental, about $10 a month ever since. $30 every quarter, they're raising it. All right, cool. If I'd have taken that money every month and stuck it in ETFs, like a growth ETF, that 16 grand would have, obviously not all at once, but, you know, building into it, that would have, I'd put it in my calculator, because I got an Excel sheet to figure all that type of financial shit out. That $16,000 would have been $79,000 in a growth ETF. So it's not that I lost $16,000. It's that I lost almost $80,000. That's the way you got to look at it. It's just like a slot machine. If you put 100 in and you run it up to 500, and then you keep playing because you're like, oh, it's going to hit another bonus. Oh, it's going to hit. I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit. And then you end up going back down to $50 and you're like, fuck it. I lost $50. Let me cash out. You didn't lose $50. You did not lose $50. You lost $450 because that money was yours at some point. You just sat there like a chadrul and kept freaking playing. So you didn't lose $50, but that's the way we rationalize it and lie to ourselves. Same thing with the storage unit. I could rationalize it and say, yeah, I pissed away $16,000 storing my stuff. I mean, what a freaking concept. We pay to store stuff that we don't need. Duh. If you got a storage facility, rethink that shit. I don't care if it's freaking $49 a month. Rethink that shit. And I know no one's paying $49. You're probably all paying $2 something. Rethink that shit and put it somewhere where it grows. So I did not lose $16,000. I lost $80,000 in my own foolishness. How's that? For an admission. Could I use $80,000 right now? F yeah. My arm would be fixed. I'd pay that $38,000 that it's going to cost to fix my right arm. I'd have that money. Boom. I'd cash out part of that ETF and I'd go in there with cash and get my freaking arm done. So that's on me. And it's probably on you guys too. You know what I'm saying? Can you guess where we're going? Yeah, opportunity cost. Bingo. And I would have probably stuck it in because I got other things. I probably would have stuck it in. You know what I am going to do with this $400 a month because I'm used to spending it? I'm going to hold on to the $2, but I am going to put the other $250 into something. Because like I did that whole video on brorfredrik.com, holding cash is dumb. It's freaking dumb. Having cash, having a bag of cash under your freaking mattress is the dumbest thing you could possibly do with your money. It feels good. You should be liquid to a certain degree. You should have some cash to get you through like 2 months or whatever, in case something comes up, a great deal, your neighbor's like, hey, I'll sell you this Ferrari for $1,000. Yeah, you want to have some cash, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, holding money, you'll never get rich saving money. You'll never even break even saving money. Cash is a depreciating asset, just like a car. You know how you buy the car for $50,000, you hold on to it for 5 years, it's worth $17,000. What? Cash is no different. I don't know why this is not taught to people. This is not taught to people, and it should be like they should teach that shit in fucking kindergarten. That cash is a depreciating asset. But I'm saving money. When I hear people say I'm saving money, I'm thinking, so you're losing money. I'm saving it. No, you're losing it. No, I'm saving it. No, you're losing it. What do you mean you're losing it? Because of inflation, which is a freaking con job in and of itself. I'm going to go Ranty McRanterson until we get where we're going. Does anyone know where we're going yet? I ain't going to tell you. But we do have to go to Sunset Road, if that's a hint. But it's a freaking depreciating asset because there's inflation. It's only at 4%. Bullshit, it's only at 4% because they strip out energy, healthcare, and everything, food, everything that's important. Food, it's only 5%. After it went up 40%. Come on now. Anyway. But you hold $1, you hold $10,000 for 10 years, it's worth like $6,500. So you lost, just like a car. If you bought a car for $10,000, you hold it for a few years, now it's worth $6,500. Same thing with your cash. You gotta put that shit to work. Frickin' dollar bills are the best employees. They're the best employees. They don't complain. They don't take time off. They don't frickin' sleep in the bathroom. Frickin' dollar bills are the best employees. Put them shits to work. Stop being so frivolous with your monies. Cash is a depreciating asset, just like a car. And how few people actually realize that. Or they do realize that when it's too late. Oh, they sit there and they pat themselves on the back. I have $220K in my IRA or in my 401K. That's wonderful. That is freaking wonderful. Some people never even manipulate it to see what's in there. They just kind of like let it sit. All right, that's wonderful. And my employee matched the first 5%. That's great. That's awesome. You got $220,000. And in 10 years, 20 years, when you need it, when you're retired, when no one's going to give you a job and everyone's fighting for that Walmart door greeter job at freaking 69 years old, what you going to do with $220,000? How long is that going to last? Because in another 10 years, $220,000 can't even buy you a house anymore, let alone pay your bills. You know, what is Social Security? What do they give you? If you cash out at 67, what do they give you? $1,300, $1,400? What the actual F are you gonna do with that? Oh, but I could supplement it with that 220. All right, so you can be alive another 3 years, and then what are you gonna do? What the hell are you gonna do now? You know, and that sets in as you get older. But they should be teaching this shit to kids, to children. They should be doing, instead of like the government holding your Social Security, it should be like a giant-ass IRA too, where you get to decide where it's going to be and how it's going to do. You know, a simple freaking ETF like VOO, you know, or Charles Schwab CH. Shit. I mean, that outperforms the S&P on the freaking regular. You know, at 12% interest, compounded. With dividends that compound. You'd be rolling in dough, you know, and then they're just hoping you freaking croak when you're 68 so they don't have to pay your ass. Alright, we'd be turning here. Inspired to tell you. Someone needs to hear this. Maybe it's me. But maybe there's one of yous out there. Alright. Yeah, freaking Roth IRA is the shit. Okay, it's post-tax. So you already paid tax on this money, right? So it's 100, and then you pay the tax on it. Most of us are like 28%, so you really need, what, 130 for the 100, and then you plop it in a Roth IRA. That freaking $100 can grow into like 14 grand, a stupid $100 in 20 years, and you don't pay any taxes on it. Not a freaking dime. Not a dime after that. The government's like, yo, you pay us up front for this tax, this 28% on this $100. When you pull it out, when it's all fat and freaking bloated like the piggy on the freaking slot machine, when you pull that shit out, you don't have to pay a dime. Not a dime in taxes. Whereas a Roth IRA, it's different. You know, I mean, a traditional IRA, you have to pay the taxes when you pull it out. So it's like, oh, I saved, you know, $392,000 in my traditional IRA. Well, when you each time you pull that out, they're gonna whack you for freaking 30% of it. You know, so what's the better deal? Duh. And you could back end a freaking Roth from a traditional to escape that freaking limit of what is it currently, 7,000 or 8,000? Yeah. I'm not, don't take my financial advice. I'm just telling you what I think about. And in some cases do. But yeah, pay. What a deal that is. Hey, pay us $30 now. And then when it grows and grows and grows, you don't have to pay shit. What? Why isn't everyone doing this? What is it? 18 years old and you do the yearly freaking 8,000, you know, and you'll take that Social Security money and stick it in a freaking Buffalo machine because it'll be meaningless. Because just on dividends, you'll be pulling in well over 100K a year. Well over 100K without ever touching your principal. If you don't have a Roth IRA now, if you're, you know, someone who's more mature in my audience, it's even a better benefit because they let you put in more. Yes, you're behind the 8 ball, but just freaking start. Just start. Never too late to get your money right. Never too late to get your mind right. Never too late to get your body right. Yeah. Does anyone know where we're going yet? I don't. I'm looking around. Let's see. We're gonna go see stuff. What are we gonna see? Oh. I think that was it. It looks different now. Hold everything. So did anyone need to hear that? I hope so. Still haven't looked at the comments. I want to hear what you guys are saying. But trust me, holding cash is dumb. I mean, it's better than a stick in the eye, you know what I'm saying? It's better than not, like, have a car. You know, every time you get money, just buy a car in the driveway. And then when you need money, sell the poor mentality is like, gets ingrained, you know? How to survive being poor. Save money. Just make sure you save your money. Save. I wasn't told why they didn't investing. You know? But I learned. I surrounded myself. You know what I did? I surrounded myself with people who are affluent. You know, yes, I had to do some things that were above my means, you know, when I was coming up. You know, kind of like, how would you say, fake it till you make it type of situation. But I knew that if I surrounded myself with people who were successful, it would freaking rub off. You know, that's how I learned about the market. That's how I learned what a freaking mutual fund from a CD was, you know, and all this other stuff. You could tell how crappy our freaking economy is because CD rates are like 4%. But that's, what are you going to do? A CD for you, a $500 CD, get 4% in 3 months, yippee-ki-yay, $20. I mean, it's better than, better than a sharp stick in the eye, but still. Does it outperform the S&P? Man. All right, let's watch some planes take off and land. This guy follow me? Yo, bro. You follow me, bro? You want some financial advice? And don't. Nope, we're not going to see the sheep. Let's see. How much money would you have if you double a penny for 30 days? At the end of 30 days, double a penny every day, you'd have, 5 million? Is that true? I'm going to take your word for it. Yeah, I mean, that would be great compounding. Yeah, we're on Sunset Road. The Area 51 planes are off in the distance. Look at that. I didn't bring the gimbal, but I might handhold out there. These planes are going to be taking off like freaks up in here while landing. We're on the landing side. Airplane watching is cool. Matter of fact, I'm going to tilt me on a jaunty angle. I'll tell you when there's one coming. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, double eagle. You are 100% correct. I mean, it definitely. Yeah, if you feel like you're going to be in a lower tax bracket later on in life, which most of us will be, but if you got significant dividend portfolios, stuff like that, yeah, that could change. And yes, there's income. Well, still, yeah, there is a theory to that now, but at the same time, if you're in a higher bracket now, so you're saving taxes up front, but look at that, blah, landing. That's cool and everything, but if it's compounded correctly, your principal, your initial capital that you're putting in, I think, in all the calculations that I've done, I think an IRA and a Roth severely beats, even if you are in a lower tax bracket, just because the power of compounding, you're still going to pay more, even if it's in a lower. I'd rather be post-tax, personally. Oh, there's one taking off back there. Should I zoom in? Yeah, again, I am not a financial advisor. All I'm saying is I do what I do. But at the same time, you can backdoor a Roth. You can start on a traditional, and you can backdoor your way into a Roth without any penalty. That's the way to go. Oh, here comes another one. He be coming. Yeah, that's the S&P index funds, exactly. Vanguard, Schwab, all the rest of them. What is that? That's an American? Why is that grayed out? Oh, did you see? There's another one taking off in the background. Did you see how one wheel hit first? He didn't come down as level as he should. What up, Greg? All right, let's watch some planes. Yeah, there's all sorts of razor wire up here. They don't want me walking. If this fence wasn't here, I'd go walk out and, I was going to say the driveway, the runway. All right, let me see. Fan funding, nope, Maria. Let's see, get back over to all messages. The Jeanette Airlines. Yeah, they did some pretty fierce spraying today. So the clouds develop right within like 2 or 3 hours of the intense spraying that they do. You know what that's for? Like on the movie Matrix, That Which Can't Be Spoken Of. Is that a Janet in the back there? That might. Let's do some zoomification. Well, when you backdoor an IRA into a Roth, what happens is, Fidelity has is that one right there? Wait, here comes another one. Blah. I think that's a Janet back there. Fidelity has a zero expense one. That's where they get you too. They'll hit you with the stupid expenses you got to be careful with. But, if you start out as when you backdoor a Roth from, again, seek your own advice on that, because I am not I'm not a licensed financial expert. I just know shit, for myself. You can bypass the $7,000 a year that you could put in. It's not a Roth, a traditional IRA, you can put more in, whereas with the Roth, you're capped at 7 or 8, and if you're plus 55, you could put in $1,000 more. So you're capped on how much you can put in. If you start out in an IRA, a traditional IRA, you can put more in, and then once you switch it over to a Roth, you can maintain putting more in than the government allows. It's a weird loophole that they haven't plugged up yet. They probably will in the future, but imagine if we had control over our SSI. That would be freaking awesome. And just don't sit it in there and be like, take an active role. Change your goals as your goals change and as your age changes and stuff like that. Manipulate it from growth to income to dividends and, different percentages. But, shit, ETFs are freaking awesome. They're almost like a no-brainer. Covered call ETFs, if you want to get a little risky, but you want to make like 20% return, compounded, put 15% of your portfolio into covered calls. Covered call ETFs that track the S&P. Yes, you might get capped out on some potential earnings because of the calls, but yeah, it's tracking at like 15% plus right now. So I got a portion in there. There's a new ETF. There's a new AI-based ETF. Here comes another one. Blah. Yeah, that's true. If you have a 401k, I'm just reading comments. Yeah, if you already have a 401k, and I'll tell you what, if your company has a 401k and they're doing matching, if you're not doing that, you're out of your mind. Because most of them match anywhere from 3 to 6%. Some cases more. That's free freaking money. That's free money. So as your income goes up, so does their contribution. That's free freaking money. Whatever you're doing, just freaking save. And yes, you could get capped out. If you're making too much money, you can't. But if you're making too much money for a freaking Roth IRA, nothing's stopping you from just investing the shit. So it really doesn't matter. Here comes another one. I think this is American Airlines. 401k with a match? Holy shit. So you're putting in, you're the average person making $1,000 a year, you're putting in, 5%, pre-tax income or whatever, and your company's giving you another, $30 on top. You're putting in 50, they're putting in 30? Sick. What? What do you mean you're not doing that every week? Shit. And their money's compounding? Dang. What the heck are we talking about? Yeah, like I said, seek your own financial guidance, but just frickin' do it. Oh, what I was saying was, there's an ETF that I've been checking out the prospectus on that solely focuses on AI stocks. That's their sole focus. There's ones that are just the NASDAQ, there's ones that are strictly tech. You gotta look how they're weighted too. Even though some of these ETFs say, oh yeah, we're 132, we're divested into 132 different companies. Look at their percentages, because they're usually like so top heavy on like Apple and Google. 80% of their portfolio is like Apple and Google, whatever. So you don't want to be, there's another one, here he comes. Blah, touchdown. Oh, let's watch the touchdown. About right there is where the tires hit. Black boxes are actually orange? That would make sense. That would totally make sense. That way they can find them damn things. That would make sense. All right, I'll tell you when the next one's coming, and I'm going to yap until then. So the AI ETF, 80-something% returns last year. Yes, it's risky. Yes, they're top heavy on freaking Nvidia. Nvidia was worth $9 billion 10 years ago. Whoa, $9 billion, that wasn't shit. A bunch of gamers, a bunch of freaking computer nerds like me would be like, oh, did you hear they came out with the new 2080 Ti? I gotta get one. It's $1,000, bro. Sell my other one for $5. My 1080, Now they're powering the entire AI revolution. They're worth like over $2 trillion. Trillion with a T. 9 billion to 2 trillion plus in a short span of 10 years. And there's other companies that are going to, now, would I recommend buying NVIDIA right now? Yeah. Oh, here comes another one. Here comes another one. You ready? Wow. Data's 9,000 hours? That is awesome. Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. It's going to touch. Oh, he bounced. Oh, that was nice, though. No smoke off the wheels. Nice. That was a good landing right there. That's a lot of hours. Got a solo license at 19. Is he commercial, or you guys do it for fun? Flying all over the place. NVIDIA, yes, it's freaking tanking. So is Tesla. Tesla is freaking in the toilet. I should have shorted Tesla. But whatever. Will it bounce? I don't know. Gotta ask Elon with all his layoffs. You know, he's laying off people left and right. Something's up. People are figuring shit out. Cocktails will be served shortly. Don't sleep on. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for some other company to step up. I mean, it's hard to knock NVIDIA off the hill right now. But because it's just, it's an industry standard now for compute and machine learning. So, but someone else, I mean, Intel has some great compute capability. They honestly do. Is that a Janet back there? I think that's a Janet that was just taking off back there. Do you see it? Yeah, Tesla's, he's always got lawsuits going on. Here comes another one. Here comes. You ready? You ready? Oh, that was a 3 bouncer. Nice. He set down the nose kind of late. He did a wheelie for about 200 yards. That was fun. You remember the Mile High Club? That was back in the days when 2 people could fit in a bathroom. But Intel has they have the technology, but they're just, they could get into compute, AI compute. AI compute is a whole different thing from processor compute. Uh-oh. Was 5-0 whipping up that way? Where you going, bro? Commercial? Oh, he's commercial. All right. He has a B-58 beat. Ooh, that's a nice one. A Beechcraft Baron. I flew to the Masters in I don't think it was a 58 though, but that was fun. Dude one day was like, "Hey, who wants to come to the Masters with me this weekend?" This is when I used to belong to oh, you hear him drop those reverse thrusters all of a sudden? That was weird. Maybe came in too hot. Yeah, it's like, "Hey, you want to go to the Masters this weekend?" We were at the club, 19th hole, sucking back some frickin' Arnold Palmers. And we're like, "Yeah, let's go." And he took everyone on his plane, on his Beechcraft twin engine. I forgot what the model number was, but that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. All right, where's all these planes? Cybersecurity stocks are looking good as well. I keep my finger on that pulse. Tech sector is, it's kind of tumultuous right now, but like Salesforce is looking real good. There's a lot of good plays still out there. But again, if you don't want to get all complicated and track shit, just get into the ETFs. Just find out what you're buying. And what I always recommend is get into things that you know. If you know a lot about a specific thing, you might as well own the fucking company. There goes Spirit. Oh, Spirit's like, oh, bonk. Spirit got duct tape on him. See that landing? That landing was kind of squirrely. Get into shit, you know. You know, why? Because you might as well own part of the freaking company. You know, if you're buying, like I made the analogy on brorfredrik.com when I was talking about, you know, financial type things. You know, if you're like, just hypothetically, if you're into like freaking Louis Vuitton bags, if you're into Callaway golf, if you have like an affinity towards a brand, you might as well own the damn company. You might as well own part of the damn company that you have an affinity towards. And instead of freaking spending $1,500 on a Louis Vuitton bag or $5,000 on a freaking Louis Vuitton bag, get a knockoff and take that $5,000 and go and buy Louis Vuitton stock. Well, they have a parent company. Go and buy the stock instead of the product if you like them so much. Then you could say, what up? I own. Oh, you own a Louis Vuitton crossbody over the shoulder? That's freaking awesome, bro. Or you could be like, yo, I own part of the freaking company. What is a greater flex? That you own one of their bags or that you own part of their company? Yo, I'd rather own part of their company. That's where my mind is at. That's a great flex. While everyone else is buying their merchandise, every time your friends buy a piece of Louis Vuitton and you own the company, you're just sitting there going, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, because you're a freaking shareholder in the company. You own part of the company, and I think that's a thing that people forget. And then, if you're so familiar with a company that you love, you Callaway Golf, Louis Vuitton bags, freaking United Airlines, whatever it happens to be, I'm not giving you recommendations, whatever it happens to be that you're into, you'll be more intimate with that stock. You will see the writing on the wall. You will know that because you follow them. You're a fanboy or girl of said company. So you will know when the shit's gonna hit the fan. You will know when they fall out of favor. You will know when their new product line just tanked. You will know when they're coming out with something that's, what is that? Sun Country? What the heck is that? Never even heard of them. Sun Country. You will know when they come out with a new product that you just know for a fact is going to do freaking amazing, you know? And you could average into it because you're more intimately involved. You don't have to be a genius, or you could use ChatGPT to do your analysis. I ain't even gonna go there because I haven't done it myself, but I hear people doing it, making all sorts of returns. All right, let's step out of the car and get a little let's see. Salt Lake Snow Bunny asks, what's my favorite airline to fly on? For company purposes, did a lot of flying on United. But United, you know, was he, the CEO was like, you know, doing drag races for kids and stuff, you know? So I'm just like, they can kiss my ass. But I like Southwest. I've never had I've had issues with Southwest. You know, I've had some issues. I find them just as comfortable. I mean, I don't fly first class. So first class in United, I've been in first class. I have flown, but it's not like a go-to. It's not like every time I go anywhere, you know, I fly first class with them. Yes, they do treat you great. There comes another one. They do treat you great in first class. Delta, that's a little shorty. That's a stubby. But for the average person, I mean, the freaking seats are so worn out. They're worse than lawn chairs. And I've never had that experience with Southwest. Yeah, Southwest can bump flights and do various things, but Southwest, never had a problem with them. You know, as far as time on the tarmac, probably the least I've experienced. And if you have a problem with Southwest, they will bend over freaking backwards to fix it. I remember they kept one of my travel cases with the electronics, a big Pelican case, overweight. You know, it was like $75 to ship it, you know, whatever, overweight. And for some reason or another, it didn't make it on time. Thankfully and fortunately, it was on the return trip, not the trip out there, so it didn't really hurt the business transaction. But when they found, there's another one, they were like, we are so sorry. We are so sorry. We can't believe that happened. It didn't make the flight. And, you know, it was air tagged, so we knew it when we were in the air and everything. Okay, so what they did was they took away the charge for the actual thing. They freaking delivered it at their own cost and sent a $500 voucher for that on top of that. Plus they were like, they gave on top of the $500 voucher, the free delivery, it was a couple hours later they actually delivered it. They stuck it on the next flight. Then they gave a 50% off voucher that was like never expired. It was like good till the end of the year. So I was giving it away. I was giving it to people who I knew who was flying because it was like a permanent frickin' 6-digit code with nothing attached to it. You know, like when you check out, it says, do you have a coupon code? This shit just worked and worked and worked and worked. I was telling everyone, you know, hey, oh, you're flying? You know, it's 50% off. Hey, you're flying? It's 50% off. I still have a couple of vouchers from them. They always made good on all their little F-ups. Where United's like, well, we didn't really like we had to inspect the case. We didn't, you know, oh, shut up. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I want to get out. I want to go look at stuff. Hold on. Alright. What's that being all loud? Alright, hold on a second. Yeah, Delta got freaking expensive. Have I flown Frontier? Hold on, let me take out of the mount. I think I've flown Frontier a couple of times. I never flown Sun Country, whatever the heck that was. Alright. Let's wait for some planes to come. What is this? Oh, here comes one. Here comes one. Oh, I think we're gonna zoom. Yeah, let's do some zoomage. I'm leaving. It's focusing on the fence. I gotta step back. On a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Alright, what's that one back there? Stop focusing on a fence. If we go to, I think next time we're going to go to Sunset Park. Sunset Park has a lot you could sit in. And you don't have to deal with the fence activity. We are sitting by the airport. We're a plane spot. We're on Sunset Road. Here come another one. Oops, stop focusing on the fence now. What I do like about United is, speaking of T-Mobile, you get free hotspot on United. That's one plus you do not get on Southwest. Yeah, all T-Mobile customers get free hotspot on the plane, and it like never shuts off. Yeah, I think we're going to go to Sunset Park next time. I don't recall it being like this. This parking lot has definitely changed. It used to be a little mellower. I don't know how to describe it. Without all the signs and the frickin' concentration camp barbed wire and stuff. I think I'm another plane though. I mean, obviously they don't want people hopping a fence, but still. Come on, that plane. Oh, he's nose down. Pull that nose up, bro. There you go. There you go. I talked him in. Flair. Who's Flair? Is that Ric Flair? Is that P. Diddy? Oh, that's not gonna do the next one. We're getting good ass connection. Yeah, Ric Flair, the nature boy. That's right, that's right. So when we get back in the car, we gotta talk about the MATRIX. Something interesting. What's over here? Besides freaking radar towers. Look at that. Oh, T-Mobile has free Wi-Fi on Southwest? Nice. I didn't know that. What is that? View 702. Kitchen cocktails and hookah. Alright. Magnum coffee. All sorts of shit over here. Did not know. Flair is from Canada. Okay. Did not know that. Where's that Sun Country from? That's another one I've never seen before. Here comes another dude. Here he comes. Whoa. Put that nose down, bro. You only got 100 feet to go. He was doing the wheelies. What's up, Doug? Happy Rose. Flair is out of Canada. Where was that Sun Country out of? I never heard of them. This is like heavy on the Southwest over here. I love airports. I don't know if you know that or not. But when they did the Patriot thingamajiggy, you know what I'm saying? When everything got screwed up. Shit, let's stop focusing on the fence. I used to just love sitting in airports. Used to just bring the laptop and I just love the atmosphere. Now it's not so much fun anymore. It's still aight, but not as much fun. Come on, planes, where you at? If you print your boarding pass, you get $25 free play from El Cortez? No kidding. Yeah, PSA. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Blah. That was a Delta. They got a bunch of, you can't see them. Sun Country's out of Minneapolis, alright. A Midwest carrier, alright, did not know. It's a bunch of UPS planes back there. Is UPS even a thing? Don't you see them brown trucks everywhere? I don't see them no more. Yeah, next time we'll go to the park. That park can be a little sketchy. I ain't gonna lie. Don't feed the birds. Excuse me. Yeah, and then, you know, United, it's like parts fall off them and stuff. Gotta be careful with United these days. unless you like, you know, bring a wrench with you. You might have to tighten down your seat and an occasional door and whatnot. Well, it is a Monday. Normally it's like every freaking 60 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like planes. Airports are just cool. My mother used to be into airports. Oh, here comes another one. How come America looks kind of beat up? They look rather beat up lately, American Airlines. We'll do one or two more, then we'll get to booking. I find this very rewarding. Let's see if we can get past it. Alright, stop focusing on that. I want to see one of them in the background. Come on now. Temperature dropped like 20 degrees. It's fairly steady for hand holding. Oh, here comes another one. I see some coming. There's Frontier. Yeah, what is the weather like in Salt Lake? Probably cooler than here for sure. Let's check this guy's landing skills. Yeah, that's what I was saying when on the drive over here. Let's watch it. A lot of Southwest coming in. Nice landing. Nice landing. People are forgetting to clap when the plane lands. That was always cool, you know. Everyone clapping. Good job, bro. Oh, bro it. No, bro it. You know, even though I grew up, you know, on the poor side of things, we always managed to do stuff, you know? Go to the airport and chill out, and just hang out, walk around, stuff like that. Go to the racetracks, go to Aqueduct and Belmont and whatnot. Do breakfast at Belmont once in a while, or just like hang out, you know? People watch, go to the paddock, see the horses and everything. You know, it's a lot of fun shit to do. It doesn't necessarily cost money. There are trash cans over here. Trash cans are clean cleaner than the ones at the actual airport. That's one thing I do have to say. Las Vegas airport is kind of dirty. They do not spend a lot of time like keeping it all clean and nice and whatever. I don't know why. Because no one complains. Everyone just like, whatever. Oop. What up, Tom? Yeah, I was clapping. And I always stand up immediately. It's not like I think I'm going to get off the plane any sooner. It's just like, shit, I've been sitting down for freaking 4 hours. I want to stand up, get my shit and go. I pack very, I mean, you've seen me on trips. One Toomey bag, and I got like 4 days worth of stuff in my electronics, and I'm gone. I'm out. I've learned to travel extraordinarily light. Alright, we got one more coming in, and then we'll get back in the car. Go drive up the strip. I remember going to, like, when I was a child, going to Pan Am, seeing all the stewardesses and stuff, you know, people all dressed like freaking Jackie O and whatever. Yeah, I remember that. The International Building at Kennedy. I never liked LaGuardia, though. Harry Reid is a longtime senator in opposition to everything that's good. American. He opposed everything that's good in life. I think that had to do with this. He had a really rough upbringing. His mother worked in a, what do you call it? A brothel. So he had to like hear his mom get freaking stooped all the time. So he kind of carried that into, you know, his adult life. He was a buzzkill. Alright, let's get back to the car. I'm gonna put you back in the freaking cradle. Yep, you gotta roll your clothes. There's a whole art to friggin' packing. There's an entire art form to it. Yeah, imagine growing up, like having to hear that stuff and whatever, knowing your mom was, you know, one of them. Wow, that's rough. That's why they called them, you know, W. House Reed. But hey, you know. But he was a staunch leftist. He helped usher in a lot of the problems we have now. I'm not a fan. Alright. Let's get our seatbelt set. Whoosh. Alright, check flaps. Alright, are we ready for takeoff? How am I doing on battery? Do I need to put my freaking cable in here? Yeah, let's do a little charge activity while we're here. Bonk. Yeah, he was the king of, yeah, you yeah. I know, but people freaking worship him, but again, you know, we live behind enemy lines. And rotate. All trays in the upright position. Put on your mask before you try to put on someone else's. Let's go. Landing gear up. Nope. No, we're taxiing still. We're taxiing. Let's see if we get clearance from the tower. We're cleared for departure. Let's go. Oh, we just missed a big one. That's what she said. Las Vegas Tickets.com. There's a bunch of crafty businesses over here. Someplace you don't want to end up. And to your left is the post office, open till 11 o'clock at night, which is kind of cool if you need that. I don't know why we're on 4G right now. What's up with that, yo? Yeah, well, 4G. It's kind of ugly. That'll switch soon. Local Las Vegas. Right through the light. Let's count them. 1, 2 people. And of course, that guy's smart. He's been down the road. He's like, I ain't moving. Sometimes you have to be careful stopping at red lights too. I'm always looking behind me too, because some people just anticipate actually go through the light, and it sort of surprises them when you know, and they end up hard braking and 6 inches from your freaking tail. So you gotta not only keep an eye on the an eye on the back too. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to reset this connection. Hold everything. Oh no, we're back. I think you didn't get to hear what I was saying. I was saying here about you gotta be careful when you stop at red lights too. Because the idiot behind you sometimes just assumes you're gonna go through like he would, and they get totally surprised that you're actually stopping on a yellow, and they could rear end you. So it's like this guy was just so anxious to get around me, and I'm doing the speed limit. But he was desperate to get around me. Let's see who goes to this red light. Nope. Any takers? No. Of course, I can't keep on top of the chat the way I was. Buy old cars. Yeah, the right car, definitely. If you got like a Fiero. You guys sending each other messages? This guy's revving. Oh, I thought it was that Fiat revving his engine. There's a Ferrari hidden behind it. He's up there going boom, 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 boom. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So if you ever saw the original MATRIX, the Trix, we'll call it for short, the Trix, the M-Trix. Oh, M-Trix, that's a good one. M-Trix. What was the whole premise of that? that there was a clash between the machines and humans, and when the humans felt they were losing, what they did was they blocked out the sun so that the machines that were living on, well, existing on solar power would, you know, effectively starve, be energy starved. That's exactly what we're doing now. Go figure. On tomorrow's stream on brorfredrik.com, I'm going to show you some stuff about that, where they are literally talking about, yeah, this is why we're spraying stuff up into the sky. It stays up there, don't worry, you're not breathing it. And it's to reflect the sun. It's to stop the global warming and reflect the sun back up into the sky so that it slows down how quick the global bullshit is happening. Yeah, and that's not going to change anything. So we're doing the same thing. However, in the same breath, they'll just like, oh, but solar power is everything. So in one breath, holy shit. See that frickin' dude? Oh, he pulled out in front of me with his frickin' scooter and his man bun. In one breath, they're like, hey, solar power is where it's at. Clean, renewable, even though, like, you know, hailstorms destroy them and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. And then in the other breath, they're, like, reflecting the sun back up. So you know it's bullshit. If you don't know it's bullshit by now, I don't know. There's no help for you, but anyway. I heard Shin Lim is leaving the Mirage. I just heard that like 2 days ago. No more Mirage for you. Shout out M-Bay. Let's go here. What? What is this one here? It says, may stop suddenly. This is a driverless vehicle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's crazy drivers everywhere. I'm just, I'm just chilling. I used to be somewhat aggressive because you had to be to drive in New York, you know? If you weren't aggressive, because everyone's sort of aggressive, you were more unsafe. Now I'm just like, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You know, I'll get there 30 seconds late. I don't care. I'm good. I always leave 10 minutes early. You have the accident. I'm good. Go right ahead. That's my motto. Go right. Nirvana. The Nirvana Hotel. What's that? Kurt Cobain. Big bus. While we're rolling up to a stop. Check this super chat activity. Nope. Nothing there. Alright. Where we going? It's almost 6 o'clock already? Holy shit. Where does time go? I remember there only used to be one taxi cab in town. They had the monopoly on things. Now they're cropping up everywhere. See ya, Tropicana. Supposedly they started ripping the portico off the front. And they're finally talking about something I talked about like months ago. The fact that that place is laden with asbestos. But they're gonna remove it all. Yeah, okay. Sure you are. That means they have to gut it first. I don't think they're gonna do that. But if the air tastes sweet, run away. because that is a telltale sign of asbestos. It tastes sweet in the air. 300 to see Donny Osmond. Really? Great day, Mom. How you doing? Oregon drivers are equally wacky? Yeah, flying is, yeah, you're right, Salt Lake. Snoo bunny. Flying is probably safer in the grand scheme of things. Except if your engines are falling off and such. I used to love driving. I'll be honest, I used to love driving. But now it's just like, eh. I'm waiting for them to invent transporters. Just frickin' beam me where I need to go. You sit in traffic long enough, especially lately, you know, with this frickin' crap we gotta deal with in Vegas. It used to be so easy to get around this town. Now it's just like, ugh. And I do use Google Maps. Not, well, I'm getting dependent on them, but to route around all the frickin' accidents and the BS, you know? Like at 4 o'clock going from point A to point B, you know, on one day it could tell you to go this route, and then the next day it'll say, nope, don't go that route. 10 minutes, slow down. It's just so bad. There's a petition to try to stop F1. I mean, petitions don't work. They work about as well as polls, but nah, that's not going to do anything. Because they don't care what we think anyway. But there is a petition to get them not to come. And they did go ahead and lie to us. They told us that they weren't going to start road construction till like late August, early September. And they just announced today that, no, not today, they announced last week that construction actually starts today, and we'll probably even see something like like that right there. I think Flamingo's part of it's going to be shut down, which is a big road for me. I used to take Flamingo everywhere, but I've had to find alternates. Like Harmon right here is a great one. Get you where you need to go. What are all these freaking things that are sprouting up? These metal cans with pipes. Look, they got a freaking mobile shitter over there. Relatively light traffic. The sky looks beautiful. It is blue AF. Tomorrow we'll go walk around. So you guys want me to keep doing these driving chats? They don't seem all that popular anymore. Flamingo is a great road, but they're gonna do all the constructions. Raw. Donnie and Marie. She's a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Who thought Marie was hot? I didn't. She really wasn't my type. Osmond Brothers. It's getting a little cold in here, believe it or not. It's back up to 81. I thought it was coming down a bit. Alright, that's better. Tesla. laying off people like it's going out of style. Where's that music coming? That's actually a street busker. That loud music. You can hear it inside the car. Frickin' yikes. You hear the bumps? I'm trying to avoid them. Yeah, town is quiet. It's like nobody's standing in front of the Bellagio. So how was everyone's Cinco de Mayo? A bunch of cultural appropriators. I actually saw someone saying that. Cultural appropriators. Everyone's freaking Mexican on Cinco de Mayo. Just like everyone's freaking Irish on St. Paddy's Day. Tom with the 10 banana ramas. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like doing them. I actually do. I mean, again, I can't keep up on the chat the way I'd like to, but it's kind of fun to see, you know? See and do. And I do appreciate that. Stayed home. Yeah, me too. What the hell did I do yesterday? I don't even remember. Yeah, that was a friggin' slick maneuver on that BMW. Oh, I think is he driving like Uber Eats? Is that what that thing is on the back? And it's BMW? Interesting. I got stuff done yesterday. Today I really started breaking down the studio. You'll notice a difference when I go live on brorfredrik.com. You know, a lot of it's starting to come down. I have, let's see, everything's moved from the room that the studio is going into. Everything from that room is now officially in the living room. Good times. And carpet is now clean, waiting for it to dry, and then I can put all the other stuff in. And I'm still waiting for, the frickin' duct cleaners was supposed to come, but they canceled. Remember I told you I got a really cheap deal on duct cleaning? Well, they canceled. They were like, oh, we're about to close, you know, we have no customers. I give them some work. They posted on Summerlin Classified, like crying that they were afraid they were going to go out of business. So I give them some business, and then they don't show up. But at least I had the courtesy to call. But we'll see what happens this week. They're going to reschedule. So, yeah. So they're going to come, and then I'll start really switching over the studio. But I got it all pretty much broken down. Not like 30% of it's broken down. That's what I did yesterday. And I watched, what the heck did I watch last night? I just gave up around. I had a ton of stuff to do yesterday. I was running, all these missions, whatever. And I finally got done, ate, did all the stuff, and I sat down, because like my brain was fried, and I watched A Man in Full with, what's the guy, Jeff something or other. A Man in Full. It's about some wannabe mogul, and he was into the bank for $800 million. And I like business themed shows and movies and stuff. And there's like one episode left. I binged the shit out of it last night. Pretty good, worth watching. I watched The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. Pretty good. He is a good actor, but, you know, I think he's part of the ring, if you know what I'm saying. We shall see. Juries, I think they're all part of the ring. That was pretty good. He's a phenomenal actor. I watch? I think that was it. I didn't do much of shit yesterday. Well, I did a lot, but whatever. What are you guys talking about? You're putting in 12%? Oh, so that's going back. You're putting in 12% and they match 8%? That's freaking great. Bror just rambles? How about I ramble your ass out of here? I'll just ramble about you for a while. That's funny. What do you got to talk about? Hey, talk about something intelligent, bro. That's like blocking your ass. Jeff Daniels, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Jeff Daniels. He was kind of a trippy character. Got the dynamic with his ex-wife and the new wife and the whole bit. It was kind of good. Bonk. See ya. Wouldn't want to be here. Yeah, it's a decent movie. And I do still have to watch, whatchamacallit again? The new M-Trix movie, Resurrection. I do have to watch that again. The first one I watched like 3 or 4 times before I wrapped my head around it. But this one's about the same. Oh, someone getting pulled over. Uh-oh. Drama at the check cashing spot. Yikes. Lee with the vibe and around us. I do appreciate that. Alright. So you guys just covered my gas. Thank you very much. Bitcoin. One thing I'm not into is the Bitcoin. As much as people talk about that as being the savior of frickin' the world and whatever, I don't know. I think it'll be, like they say with blockchain and all the rest, it really can't be regulated. No. I think, me personally, I think it makes it easier to regulate. I think, there's a lot of frickin' paper millionaires out there because it's nothing tangible. What are you going to do when when the EMP goes off and there's no internet? What are you going to do with your Bitcoin then? Nothing. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I can say that, too, about ETFs and everything, but still. It doesn't exist. It's like, it's vapor money. But, people are getting rich off it. It's just something I cannot get down with. Da, 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 da. Who needs a good butt beating? I'm only watching what's taking place when I'm at red lights. I went to sleep listening to... Oh, you did? All right, good. Why is why? I should apply myself when I have more time after this whole frickin' construction project is done, probably by the end of May. I should apply myself back to Soulful Soundscapes. I haven't put anything up there in months, and it still gets tons of views. It has more than enough hours to monetize, but I wasn't really about monetizing. I did that for myself, and then I just kind of let everyone in on it. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. I've been told so many times, and I thought about it, to do a AMSR channel or incorporate that into Soulful Soundscapes. Because I got the, whatever, it's not a flex, but I got the voice for it. And I can make people's friggin' hair stand up if I get real close to a microphone. Yeah, I should explore some of that one day. But it's like the chicks dominate that whole category on YT, and some of it's a little, corn hubbish, the way they present themselves. A couple guys do it on a very corn hubbish level, too. And that's not what I want to do. And some do the whole freaking, the acting, role playing, all that other stuff. I think that I have a couple of them up there. But I did it with music. The left speaker, right speaker. Split, wrap around your head in 432 megahertz. I got a couple up there. I should use my voice. I haven't been in that Macy's in a while. That's a Macy's clearance center. 5 banana ramen from Venus and Jim. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. All right, people. I think. Well, I'm heading home anyway. I got a little bit to drive, but I'm not gonna take it in my driveway. Well, I hope you enjoyed hanging out. We did an airport. Next time we go to the airport, we will go to Sunset. I'll do a little recon there. I don't know if the spot that I'm thinking of is still available. So I'll go and do a little checking over there to see what's what. And what else? And I hope you enjoyed the little, if you want to continue to have those talks about being prepared mentally, physically, and financially, I'll keep those going during the walks and whatnot. I'm not going to make separate videos here about that, because that's what BrorFredrik.com is about. But I will discuss stuff while we're live. Food for thought. I'm not the financial expert. I just know stuff. But I just want to inspire people. That's my whole thing. I want to inspire people. And don't do dumb shit like I did and rent a freaking storage unit for freaking 5 years. Just don't. If the moral of this entire drive is that, if you have a storage facility, go get rid of that shit. Just stop. Anyway, one last time, I'm going to invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button like this. Bong, 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 bong. To get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, the best way, and to support free speech and uncensored conversations, go check out BrorFredrik.com, where I can be raw and freaking uncensored. And of course, you're 50 cents a day, though. I don't know if you can swing that, but if you drop and I got all the links in the description. All right, let's shift lanes. Yes, I do use my pictures. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. I look forward to hanging out with you guys as much as, if not more than you guys, look forward to hanging out. Oh, he's going to come in front of me, hanging out with me. And I do love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again, which will be tomorrow, but hit the bell button to find out why, because not why, because I don't even know until I wake up, let alone you guys. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.